Our project is called Dialogue and Action Against Wildfires. It was implemented in rural Greece, Messinia, and it engaged 4 villages and the people living in the villages to co-create a risk reduction plan against wildfires. I think the main impact was how those people leveraged the local knowledge and their experience they had into and actively made their own plan. Regional risk reduction plans usually don't include the knowledge of the local communities, and they are really driven from the top down approaches. So in many cases the wealth of the local knowledge and the experience goes unnoticed and is not incorporated. And when incidents happen, then they try at the spot to use this information. So it would be of much more value to include it before something happens. I was really surprised of how much knowledge the locals had, and also how much experience. It was not that we went there and told them about how devastating the wildfire is or how connected it is with the climate crisis. So people were really aware of the situation. The people had a good sense of all issues that are connected with wildfires and also the broader issues with resilience. They knew how today, they also know about the climate crisis and how much more there is a need for local communities to prepare themselves. The strive for collaboration with the authorities, although this is not the case in most of the villages, and there was a need for having very easy tools to help them manage this knowledge they have into action. What to keep in mind is to approach it openly, and first to listen on what the community has to say, on what are the fears and what are their hopes, and starting from that, going into action and building together the measures that needs to be done so that the vulnerabilities can turn into actions. So I think it's time that we all recognize that nobody can find solutions to the complex issues that surround us today. There is a need to collaborate across the ecosystem, and people or communities are no longer to be excluded from the discussions and from the planning and from the decisions, because at the end of the day things are happening on the local level with or without the communication or collaboration with major organizations or institutions or authorities.